So you are waiting, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for the perfect version of yourself, for the perfect body, for the perfect condition, for the permission to actually, finally live the life that you think you deserve. It doesn't matter. You are just waiting and waiting. More time, more this, more that. And let me tell you this, or rather, let me ask you this question. How long are you going to keep on waiting? You have been waiting for years. How long can you go? I'm not here to judge you. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. And I think what we usually don't want to accept is that time is not on our side. Time waits for nobody. While you pause, you don't pause life, you pause yourself. You are waiting and life keeps going. Life keeps happening. Life keeps moving on. And the only person that stays stuck is you. And I had to learn this the hard way. I had to find this for myself. And this is how. So, for the past few years, I have had what to me define success. A career, I could buy whatever I wanted, and a lot of things are along those lines. And I was busier than the Pope. I loved that. I was wearing that like a badge of honor. Well, you want to talk to me? You need to get in line. Let me schedule you for 2 weeks. Oh, I don't have time this month. How about April? That was me. And then 2024 happened. A year for the books. I'm laughing right now, but this year really showed me. This year tortured me. And from the beginning, it was already an incredibly difficult year. And then I lost one of the most important person in my life, my grandpa. If you have met me, I cannot go 5 minutes without talking about my parents. In one of my last conversation with him, I remember telling him, we need to find a better doctor, we need to do this and do that. And he said, something, don't worry about me. I have lived. Go out there and live your life. Have fun. I have lived. I'm an old man. I'm ready to go. Don't be sad. Go out there and live. That moment didn't hit it the way it did later on. So on top of the difficulty that I was already having, I added grief. And then few months down the road, I get seriously sick. And 2 months into me being sick, I lose my job. So it's like things just kept happening. It was very difficult. So when I lose my job, my health gets worse. And it reaches this point where I am in bed and I am not able to move and not able to do anything by myself. And then you start thinking, wait, is this the end? Is this the end? I talk to my family and I'm afraid this is the end. So when I'm laying there, it just dawns on me. I have not lived. I have postponed every single thing that I've always wanted to do. And we do this a lot. We are waiting for permission to do what we actually want. We have conditioned ourselves to go for this success that looks so good. We don't know how we feel. And I think in chasing for the next best thing, we lose ourselves somewhere there and we just don't, you don't even see, you're too busy to see that you are not living. And again, I wore being busy like a badge of honor. There's a lot of times when I am just so busy, you don't understand. And I was too busy to live my own life. How crazy is that? And I am not cheating on the life that I've had. But the thing is, I have had things that I've wanted to do. I've wanted to take dancing classes. I've wanted to take swimming classes. I wanted to do so many things that I just kept pushing. Well, let me accomplish these 4 goals first. Well, let me get here with my career. Well, let me do this. And it's like every single time you are just in chasing mode. You are chasing and chasing, and you don't take time to sit, take it in, and actually enjoy the things that you have already done. I was just in this race, and it's like Lil Wayne said, every finish line is the beginning of a new race. So if you are running the wrong race, you are just running your entire life, and you are doing things that may appear good, but it don't matter to you. And that was me. Let me chase the next certification that is going to validate me. Let me do this. Maybe if I reach this level, then I will feel comfortable. And then I will have time to do the things that I actually enjoy. So I chased and chased and chased. And then I was there in bed, thinking my life was coming to an end and saying, what did I actually do? I am here. The job that I give everything for, no longer exist. I have booked so many trips that I cancel, so many vacations. I have pushed all of these things that I really like, that I really love for this life that means nothing today. I was successful by the books. And again, I am not shame on that. That has allowed me to reach what safety means to me. That has brought me a lot of peace. But the goal is not peace. The goal is peace, but the goal is also joy. The goal is fulfillment. The balance was just so off in a lot of us. We are chasing, we think we need to reach this before we can experience this. And those things that we are always so comfortable pushing back are the things that really matter to us. Like the things that make us as human feel good. It's like, I want to do this, but it is a little crazy. It is a little insane. Let me accomplish this first. Maybe if I accomplish the title, I can afford to be myself. I can afford to show up a little bit crazy, a little bit unhinged, because I have checked the boxes. But what if one day never comes? What if you're just running and running, you're pushing and pushing back? And the thing is, that moment when I was laying there, it wasn't like one day I will do this. It was, I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. And I really don't love it. This is an anecdote. So I love music. I love listening to music. I can't sing, and Julio Iglesias is my favorite artist. So when I was laying one night, crying at the fact that I thought my life was ending, and guess what song started playing? It's a song from Julio that means I forgot to live. I was living there. When my grandpa was leaving, he said I had lived. That didn't register. But I am laying there thinking my end has arrived. Seeing a picture of all of these things that I wish I had done. And the song that comes up is I forgot to live. I was like, okay, God, rub it in. Rub it in. But it's true. It's not just me, so many people. So we have seen that with our parents, always sacrificing and sacrificing. And even if at that moment it doesn't feel like sacrificing, at the end of the day, when you lay down and you look, you will sacrifice yourself. You sacrifice your joy. And we think joy gets to be a reward. We think happiness gets to be a reward. Fulfillment gets to be a reward. And what we don't understand is that it's the way. You don't get to perform X, Y, and Z before you become happy. You perform while being happy. Happiness is the way, happiness is the motivation. And life is not always pink or red, but bring those moments instead of scheduling 4 goals for this year. Maybe you have 2 professional goals, one that is health related and another that is fun. Make your goal look like you. Like a lot of us, when we do that a lot, January, December, we are scheduling all of these things that we want. Well, I want to be a hot girl, so I need to be at the gym, blah, blah, blah. Well, I want to level up in my career. I want to develop my looks. And when you look at all of those things, what is missing? You are missing. You want to be these things that you think are going to make you feel. So what are you trying to feel? You're trying to feel like the hottest person alive. You're trying to feel like the most successful or the most this. You don't get to feel that when you reach. You don't even know what you will feel once you have reached those points. Feeling right now is a way to get you there. And it sounds insane, but it's true. So what are you trying to achieve? What are you pushing back because you think you have to take these 1,000 steps before you get there? What are you pausing because, well, you don't know if I am expected to do this. I really want to record a video, but have you seen the girls? They look like models. And if that unprepared, start unready, start with 50 pounds more. Start messy because that's how you get there. When you are waiting for one day never arrives. There's so much things happening unplanned. Look at politics. Look at the state of the world. And if you had waited to start living your life today, and then this mess just blows up, you are tempted to push again for one more day. One more day. Transform your one day into day one. Today is day one. Start now. And As I was laying there, honestly thinking my life was about to end, I said, God, if you give me one more chance, if you allow me to stay here, I promise I will do things differently. I promise I will show up as my full self. I promise I will look out for the things that make me happy. I will be cringe. I will tell my jokes. I will be uncovered. I will be loud. I will be whatever. Anything that has the potential to make me happy, I promise I will try. Because when you think you are ready to live, you don't live with the house, you don't live with the car, you don't live with any of those things. You live with your memories, you live with your experiences. And I had no experiences to back that up. I had a job, yes, and at that moment the job had left. I was so sick, and I got fired from a job that I needed the insurance to keep me alive. I am not going to get into it right here again. It is in my podcast, Stelluna Studio on Spotify and Apple. But that was it. Stop pushing, start living. Unpause yourself, unstuck yourself. The person you're trying to become, you will become her by being her right now, right here. You make the decision to start living. What have you been waiting for? A permission from God? Honey, this is it. God today is a black woman, dark skin, red lipstick, and all of this messiness. Start now. Unpause yourself because your life is not on pause. You are on pause. You are pausing yourself. Life is moving. Start now. Start messy. And obviously, I'm not just here to ramble. I created a framework. Again, I'm a troubleshooter. I've worked in tech for a long time. When I see problems, I try to reverse engineer. Where do I click? Where do I hit reset? What do I do? Where system? Where do I go? Anyway, so I have created a workbook. I will have to pull my computer up for that. So you may see me look down and look up. This is my first video ever. So it's gonna be messy, but I'm trying to put myself out there. I'm trying to lead. This has the potential to make me happy. So I'm taking a step, and I'm not going to wait to be perfect. I am doing this workbook easily a 5 minute feel good thing. So if you're going to stellonahp.com and downloading the workbook, you are committing to doing this. It is an activation manual, a way to get you out of the waiting loop, the one day, and really push you into that life that you have been postponing. It is designed for overthinkers like me, high achievers, people that always feel like in order for us to do our own thing, we need to be more ready. But we perform at work like this, it's nobody's business. But for our own life, we always say, okay, one day, one day, one day. So for this workbook, you are going to need a journal. Go ahead and download the workbook. You're going to need a journal. It is divided into steps. So again, get a journal and follow along. The Awakening Self-Assessment, you're going to discover exactly where you have been waiting and why. Unpack the fears that are keeping you stuck and break free from it. And then the Life Activation Protocol is designed to challenge your own limiting beliefs. Reverse engineer your feelings. So you're going to reverse engineer your feelings before you take action, and then you're going to take ownership of your next move. That is done immediately. Again, I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen. And for the 30-day, like I said, you would take daily action that are designed to kind of rewire your mindset. Small, courageous steps that creates a momentum, another good momentum. A guided system to grow from waiting to doing, just one day at a time. Entertain the idea. So this workbook is designed for real action. If you are not ready to take action, if you still want to do one day, or if right now you're feeling like, well, I'm just going to save this video and one day I will do it. If you're tired of feeling stuck, tired of waiting, and ready to step into your life with intention, go ahead and download the workbook. Again, you can find it on the Stelluna HQ website. I will try to enter everything on the description box if you have already downloaded the workbook, because again, the workbooks are published on Tuesday evenings. with the blog. This is how Stay Luna works. We have a podcast will be dropping on Fridays. So we have each topic every week. And the week starts from Friday to Thursday. So on Friday we drop the podcast. You have that to listen throughout the weekend. On Monday you have or Tuesday you have your blog with your workbook that you can start looking at, and then you come here on Thursday and we pause everything. And then back to the next topic. So that is what Stay Luna is. Hey there, my name is Sandrine. I created a brand called Stay Luna. You can find us at staylunahq.com. It is a brand for high achiever that are looking to create success that feels as good as it looks. This is our first YouTube video. If you have made it to this point, thank you so much. And drop your comment, like, share, or whatever you feel inclined to do. And come back weekly. I would love to have you. I would love to grow with you. And go out there and start living. Transform your one day into day one. And day one start now. Ready, set, go.